welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be talking about my experience with online school. I'm sitting in the same place. No, actually I was sitting on the floor when I filmed my why I'm doing online school video, which literally I watched that video today and it's so weird to watch that, and I am just a completely different person than I was when I filmed that video, and it's crazy how different I am. I really feel like I'm not the same person in any way, shape, or form, and I'm gonna get into that. But today's video, I'm just gonna be talking about my experience with online school, why I will never do online school again, why you need to if you're thinking about doing online school, I just wanted to make this so you can really think everything through, because I thought I had thought everything through and I didn't. So there's a lot of things that I never would have thought about, which I'm going to be talking about in today's video, just so that I can hopefully help some people out. And then if by the end you still want to do online school, then that's good. I'm not making this trash online school or trash the company I did online school through or anything. This is just my personal experience. Everybody has a different experience. For some people, online school is probably the best thing for them, but just for me, it's definitely not. I just belong in regular school, and I didn't think I did, but I definitely do. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into that. Okay, so if you haven't seen my why I did online school video, basically last year, I don't even like to talk about last year because I was just such a different person. It's not even funny how I was just a completely different person than I am now. I was so quiet. I didn't even like to go out and talk to people. I had a few friends that I barely talked to. I mostly just hung out with my family. I was just, I don't know, I was very introverted, I guess. Somehow I've made so many new friends this year, even though I wasn't in school. But I love being around people, and that's what made this year really hard, because being home alone every day is really hard. But yeah, I've just changed so much, it's not even funny. Anyways, so yeah, I did it because I thought I didn't like to be around people, I guess. And also my health stuff really isn't an issue anymore. I literally haven't been to the doctor for that in since December. It doesn't affect me at all anymore, so I don't really think about it. Starting in September, I started school. I was super on top of everything. I was so ahead in my classes that my teachers told me to slow down. I was just, this is so weird to think about because it all just went downhill from there. But I was super ahead in my classes. I had a plan to be done by May. We're in May, definitely not done. So that was September, October. I was super on top of my stuff, took detailed, pretty notes for all my classes. And then November came. In November, I was still really on top of my stuff, but I got distracted by other stuff. And then in December, around winter break, around that time, you can even see my vlogmases, I'm talking about how I'm not motivated anymore, but I was still pretty on top of my work. I had some overdue assignments, but not that much. And then after winter break is when it all just kind of went downhill, I guess, in January, because my winter break was longer than the school's winter break. So I took extra days off because I was on vacation, and then I ended up having a lot of overdue assignments, and that just kind of piled up until now. I never really got over that. In January, I was still on top of my work. I guess it wasn't that bad, but I definitely wasn't doing as much as I should have been. I don't want to say I didn't do work during the day, because I did a lot of work. I worked really hard. I think I was just taking way too long on individual assignments, and then I got really stressed out because I had so many overdue assignments that I was trying to perfect everything, and it just took way too long. Then in February is when everything got really bad. I was basing all of my happiness on this one thing, and then in February, when that wasn't a thing anymore, I literally didn't know what to do. I just felt my life was just completely changed, I guess. And looking back at it, that is the stupidest thing ever, because whatever, I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, February, my friends and I call it my February mental breakdown, kind of, because I just was a mess. You really have to think about that, if you're emotionally stable enough, because I'm not, I don't want to say I'm not emotionally stable, but when you're going through something and then you have to be alone in your room, I go to the library, you know what I mean, you're going through something like that, and most people just get to like go to school and like be with their friends, and then they're like kind of okay. But I just had to be home by myself, like in my room, and like motivate myself to do schoolwork. And that was the hardest thing ever, and I couldn't do it. And like looking back at it, I cannot believe I let this affect me that much, because I should not have. That was so bad, and I regret that. But at the time, that was just the most important thing, and I just didn't know what to do. February was just literally so bad. Like, I don't even know what was going on in February until like the last week. It was not good. That's why I call it my February mental breakdown. And then in March, I ended up having a lot of overdue assignments, and then I got really stressed out, and then it all just kind of snowballed. You just have to think, like, generally, if you want to do online school, like if I was going through something, would I be able to be alone every day and still get work done? Because I could not. So yeah, then March happened. April was literally such a blur, like looking back at April, because we had spring break and then the semester cut off, and I still did not have all my assignments turned in because we were literally on spring break, and the semester actually ended on my birthday. So like literally at my birthday sleepover at like midnight, I was like trying to turn in as much things as I could. I swear this is all because of February. Like if I would have just not let that affect me. Then April happened, the semester ended, and now it is May 3rd. I have a lot of work to get done in order to catch up, and I think that I'm going to be able to do it and pull off at least B's. I feel like I don't even know what to say, because like I don't want you to like scare people away from doing online school. If people ask me like right now, like if I would recommend online school, I wouldn't, unless it's like a very specific situation. Like the good thing that came out of it is that it gave me a really big appreciation for regular school, or like public school, and I'm so excited to go back next year. Like I've never been excited to go back to school, really. And like obviously I'm super excited for summer, but like I'm actually looking forward to like going back to school next year, because like I just can't wait to be with people all day. Because I see people after school, but like it's really lonely to like have to sit at home all day and do work. Oh, also you have to think about when you do online school is I felt like I was the most self-motivated person ever in like the fall, and then I just like lost that. I don't really know how, but I did. So like I don't even know, because I was like, oh, online school's like meant for me. Like in the beginning I was like, oh, I don't really like being around like people that much. I am really self-motivated. Like I'd rather just do my work by myself. And now I'm just the complete opposite. Like I love being around people. I would rather work in like groups. I don't know. I'm just so glad that it's almost over. Just like 1 month left and then it's done, and I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait until this is over and I can be like normal again. I don't even know. I just felt this whole year, I felt like really out of place. Like if people ask me what school I go to, I would have to be like, well, I went to like this school last year and then I had to do online school this year, but like I'm going back next year. And it just like, I'm not like ashamed that I do online school, but like it is just kind of out of the ordinary, especially since like literally nobody around here like really does it. Like if you live in LA or something and you do online school, it's probably different. But like here, it just like, I don't know, like, yeah. What else? So yeah, basically this school year has been interesting. It's been a lot, and I'm just really excited to go back next year. Would I recommend, is like the final question, like would I recommend online school? I can't say like one or the other, but like I would say really think it through, because I would watch so many of the think about this before doing online school, and they would be like, yeah, like I realized I wasn't self-motivated, I was lonely, like all this stuff, and I was like, oh well, like that's not gonna happen to me, but like it's going to. So like you just have to think about if that's what you want. And also like you miss out on school stuff, like I went to homecoming, but like pep rallies and like spirit weeks and all that stuff, I would see that on like Instagram and just like feel like sad, because I was like, I want to be doing that. Anyways, I'm just like going on, like rambling on at this point. But basically that is my experience with online school. I feel like I had like a lot of thoughts for this video, and I don't know if I said all of them. Hope you learned something. Hope I helped you make a decision. I was gonna wait till I finished the school year to upload this so that I could like say everything, be like, oh yeah, I ended up like pulling it off with all A's or whatever. But I feel like a lot of people like are deciding now. Like I remember last year I was deciding around May like what I wanted to do. So I wanted to upload this now. yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.